Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I did a little bit of springtime craft shopping over at scrapbook.com, and March is National Crafting Month and they're having a lot of great deals over there. For my order, I was able to put in, they offered this, I don't think they're offering this anymore right now. I think they have a coupon going on, but I think things change every few days, so it's good to check back with them. But at the time when I placed my order, I was able to put this in my cart for free. It's a metallic gold pigment ink pad, and I thought this was really nice. I always like to have these metallic kind of shimmery colors, and I meant to make a swatch of it, so let me go grab a piece of paper here and I'll just kind of rub it on the paper and kind of show you what it looks like. Oops. You can kind of see that's really pretty. It's like a shimmery gold. So that's, you could use this as, you could stamp it and then heat emboss it with clear embossing powder and get kind of a gold. If you don't have any gold embossing powder, you could use it that way. And I love these metallic colors. I have a lot of them in the Delicata brand, and I have silver and like a really pretty red color. So they're really nice. But I've never tried the scrapbook.com before, and I really like this one. So that was a little freebie that came with my order. And I wanted to pick out some scrapbook papers to kind of go along with some of the junk journals that I'm making. I'm working on a travel journal right now, and I'm also going to be kind of at the same time, I'm kind of pulling together papers for a kind of books and tea themed journal. So again, lots of florals and like teapots and really cute kind of floral bright colors and that kind of thing. I'm slowly starting to get stuff together for that. So I wanted to pick some things up while the prices were really good. And Prima was on sale as well. And I've really gotten to like the Prima scrapbooking papers and the embellishments and that kind of thing. They have a vintage look, but it's a lot of pretty bright colors. So it's kind of, because I do sometimes like the vintage look, but I don't like the kind of grungy look. I like kind of the brighter look, and Prima has just beautiful things. That right after Christmas, I had picked up one of their, it was a Frank Garcia scrapbook paper pad that it was like a Christmas theme. I think it was like sugar cookies or something like that. It was so pretty. And so I can't wait to use that this year. So this was a paper pad that I actually saw on a video somebody else was showing, and I had wondered about it. And it was nice to see it up close, so I'll show it to you up close as well. This is Julie Nutting from Prima, frayed denim. And I thought this would be really nice for a tea journal. I love the flowers that are in this. Make sure it's in the frame here. Lots of pretty, oh, and this is so pretty, this stripe on the back. So this paper, like I've said before, I don't usually buy paper pads, but I liked every single piece of paper that was in here. So I think it's okay then. And this actually has 5 sheets of each pattern. So you get a lot. So there's these blue flowers, and the color scheme in this is just gorgeous. I could make a whole journal just with this being inspired by these colors. This is kind of like some script there. Just really pretty. The blue is just so pretty. So it's double-sided, and this is the last pattern here, and it's really nice. So I'm excited I know I'm going to use every single piece of paper that's in here. So this is for the kind of the tea and book themed journal. I'm also working on a travel journal, and I had seen some papers from Prima that had kind of a travel theme with it too. This is my Sweet collection, and I liked this. I just bought, these are individual sheets, and I picked this up because it had this Grand Hotel little scene on it. It's like a cut apart page. It had this, and then I kind of like the other things that were in here, just the pretty flowers, and I thought this might work for the tea journal, so I can get double use for the travel journal and the tea journal. So I got that. Oh, and then the other side has this pretty floral print. This sheet I got, this is from the Frank Garcia Golden Coast, it's called. I think it's from the Capri collection, and this is the name of the paper. I could be wrong, but I just picked up the one sheet of paper. But I love all these cut-aparts. It's kind of like California themed, and it has just all the different, like the palm trees and the beach and a little map of California. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to incorporate in the journal that I'm making. And again, the other side has just a pretty floral pattern that I could use for something else too. This one is from the Capri collection. This is Sorrento. This has just really nice travel site pictures. Just like I like the cut aparts, so I can use those for journaling cards or little dividers in the journal. So I thought that would be nice. This is just another one from the Capri collection. So it's just like the maps and just everything is so pretty in here. And then this is another one. This is also Capri. Oh, let me show you the other side of this one. It looks like I'm not really sure what this is. I think it's maybe a beach of some kind, or it almost looks like paint on a wall, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. If anybody knows, leave me a comment. But I'll probably just be using this side. Here's another one from Capri, just more maps and just really pretty scenery here. I know I'll be able to use. And then this is really pretty too. And this has like a little area here that says down by the sea. So that would be pretty to kind of cut out. You could even do like a circle or a half circle, cut that out that way. Just really pretty colors. And this I picked up. I had gotten a Peachy Cheap She's Magic kit. I think it's from the Dear Lizzie collection. And one of the papers that was in there had this really pretty flower pattern. So I thought I'd grab a couple of sheets of just this pattern because I thought, again, it would work for my tea journal. And I just love this color combo with the orange and the blue and the white daisies and the yellows. It just was really pretty. So I picked up a few sheets of those. And let's see, on the other side is just kind of a green little hexagon with little like lined hexagons. So I got a couple sheets of those. And then to go along with my tea collection, I just found this sheet from She's Magic too. It has just teapots and teacups and just the pretty bright colors I really liked. So I got those as well. So that's all for the paper. Also, to go along with the Capri collection, I picked up some ephemera packs, and I can show you really quick. These are both, there was Ephemera Pack 1 and Ephemera Pack 2, and I'm not sure what the difference is. Use my scissors here and open it. I really liked the colors, and I thought, just in addition to putting in, vintage pieces, I like to use the other just kind of regular pieces for scrapbooking too, because then I can use it for journals and I can also use it for scrapbooking and card making too. So I thought these would hold up nicely. And it has kind of like just a mixture of all different things. Some butterflies. I'm not sure what that is. Let's go. So some words. And these colors are so pretty. Capri. Some postage stamps, really pretty flowers. And I can use this in the tea journal too. Oh yeah, because it's got the little teacup. So I'll just go through this really quick. Another little pretty, and there's pinks there's lavender in here too, which I love lavender. There's the Down by the Sea that was in that scrapbook page, but it's in a card and I love that glittery gold. It's a really pretty map of Italy. And I'm not sure what that's a map of. I don't know which way it's written very small, so but that's great. So these will be great. And then let's see what's in this one. This is another Capri Ephemeris Set. What I usually do is I transfer these into those 4x6 iris cases, the ephemera pieces, and then I just kind of keep everything in the same kind of style family, all in the same containers. So I don't have too many containers, but everything kind of goes together. So There's a big background card that's a map of Spain and France. More butterflies. So this is a little bit similar, well, a little similar to the other one. This has a lot of floral things in it too. That's really pretty. Little postcard. A map. And then, ooh, I really like this. Boats. Different kinds of boats. It looks like some kind of a card. Playing card. I'm not sure what that is. Pure olive oil label. That's pretty. So these will be great to use. So I'm glad I picked those up. I also picked up in the Frank Garcia collection, these are pearls. And I just really like the colors that are mixed in here. These are pearl beads. And I've been kind of testing out making charms for my journals. It's kind of fun just to sit and kind of mess around with different colored beads and put things together. And I've made a couple that I've actually put in my Etsy shop. And I really like this color combination. And there's all different sizes. I'm not going to take them out because they're going to spill everywhere, but these are the smaller beads. But there's actually, let me put the lid back on and I can show you kind of through here. There's bigger pearls here. So there's quite a few, I don't know if there's 3 or 4 different sizes. So there's quite large ones and they have holes in them so you can put string through and make charms if you want, or, you know, whatever you like to do with beading. But I love the mint and the blue, pink, and kind of a peachy color together. I just thought those were really pretty. And then I got, these are wood stickers, and they're from the My Sweet collection from Prima. So I got a lot of Prima today. But these I thought were just different. They have a lot of, they're kind of thick wooden pieces, but they're stickers. But then they have these pretty patterns on the front. And I thought they would just be a nice way to add some texture to my journals. Let me open them and kind of see what they feel like. Oh, and they have almost like a cloth feel on the front. There's almost like fabric covering the front of it. But then it's got a adhesive back, and then they're thick wood. So I really like those. So I'll definitely be using those. Usually with these type of thicker things like this and chipboard, I always add extra adhesive because sometimes I don't always trust the adhesive is super strong. So it's always good to add like an extra glue dot or something like that just in case. So everything stays in place because you wouldn't want to lose these because they're really pretty. To go along with my tea theme, I picked up these metal embellishments that have 2 little teapots and then a couple of little brass hearts and circles. And I thought those would be cute to add to make a charm to put on the books and tea journal. So I'm going to try to do that. And then there was one other Prima thing I picked up, which was kind of like a random find, but I saw it said Art Daily Vellum Journaling Pad, and I wasn't sure what that was, but I love anything vellum. So I thought, again, I love adding different textures to journals, especially vellum. And so I thought it's got to be good. And I saw some of the patterns on the front. So I thought, definitely you probably can't go wrong. And I'm so glad I got this because these are so pretty. They're kind of like old vintage looking, and these do have a vintagey look, like kind of the browns and the golds, but it would be nice for even a masculine journal too. But it has a really nice kind of a shimmer look to it, and it's vellum. And I think there's a couple of each picture. So it's just very old-timey with trains, and I won't go through them all, but there's just all kinds of really fun things you could put in your journals. So these are kind of the silvery white look. And then the second half of the paper pad is like a gold. So this is kind of a shimmery gold vellum, which is very pretty. And it has the same pictures as the silver ones, but just in gold. So lots of options. I just really like these. So that's really pretty. So that was it for the Prima. And then I just picked up a couple of Maggie Holmes stickers. This is from the Day-to-Day collection, and I actually have the Day-to-Day planner that I use for planning out my Etsy shop things and that kind of thing. So I love all the bright florals that are included in that. These are stickers that you could add to your little, it's like a happy planner, so you could add these to the little areas, the little squares that they have. But I like just these are pretty. But I think I would use these for a journal too. Really pretty florals. I love that peacock. Nice and bright. So those will be nice. And then I got this was a sticker book. And I got this because I liked the little flowers. I also liked these flags, and they came with a ton of them. Just these bright little fishtail flags. And there's a lot of words too, so for planning and that kind of thing. And then there's a whole page of these flags. So I think these are really pretty. And then the bows and the cameras and the usual kind of Maggie Holmes stuff that I just really like. And these are so pretty too, these little gold flowers. These will be really pretty on the edge of an envelope. And then the little birds, I love those. So these are so pretty. And then there's some numbers if you want to add them to your calendar. And then over on the card making front, I picked up a couple of things. I don't need any more stamps for spring. I have a ton of floral stamps. That's usually what I use for springtime cards. So there was really nothing that I needed. But I did see Sunny Studio has really pretty layered stamp sets. And their stamp sets are so easy to use, and the layering, it makes it so easy to do. And I'm trying to think of what I have. I think I have a couple of their floral stamps that layer, and a couple of stamps that have food on them too, like fruits, I think. But I have been looking for a really nice basket stamp. So kind of an all-purpose stamp that I could use and put stuff in, put like a floral stamp in, put some strawberries in, different types of little foods, anything like that. Just like a basic basket stamp that looked interesting. And this one is perfect. It's called Layered Basket, and it's just a set of 4 stamps that you layer. And if you're not familiar with layering stamps, you start with a solid image first with the lightest color of ink, and then you move towards you move along the stamps in the set. You go from like solid to the least solid stamp, and then you go from lightest ink to darkest ink. And I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. But I had a lot of fun kind of stamping out some different basket ideas for this. And if you don't have a lot of different colors of stamps, you basically, for a set like this, they even said you could only use 3 of the stamps if you wanted to. So if you have 3 shades of one color, that would work. My kind of go-to is, I like a lot of different inks, but my go-to all the time, usually when I layer stamps, is the Memento inks, because they were actually the first inks that I bought, and they have a great selection of dark to light shades in every color. And let me show you what I did first. I did kind of a brown basket, and I was kind of trying, you can kind of skip too, and if you don't feel like stamping them all, I did just 2 of the stamps. So this one I did a really light, this was Memento Desert Sand I used, let's see, it was this more solid stamp. And then over the top of it, I used Rich Cocoa using this. And it came out with this, and I think this looks really good. This is real simple. And then on the other side, I tried it with 3 of the stamps. So I think I did, I can't remember what I did now. I think I did the solid, this one, and this one maybe. For this, and I used, or maybe I just used 2 on this one too. I think I did just use 2 because I only have the 2 colors out here. I can't remember which one I used, but this looks good too. I think it was this one and this one together. But this is just kind of a traditional brown basket. And then I kind of experimented with some blues, and I did this. I used just 3 of the stamps. So I used this, this, and this for this, using Memento Summer Sky, Bahama Blue, and Danube Blue. So I thought that was a really pretty color combo. And then this, I did the whole stamp set. So I started with the solid color I did in the Summer Sky, or this, I'm sorry, the solid stamp in the lightest color. And then I just moved over and went from dark to light. And this is very 3-dimensional looking, and I think it would be so pretty with some strawberries and or some really pretty bright pink flowers. So there's a lot you can do with this. So I feel like this is a great versatile stamp, and you could use it for every season too. You could use it in the fall and put some apple stamps in it, pine cones, Christmas time. You could put little Christmas cookies. I mean, there's just so much you could do with this. So I'm really happy to have found this. So it kind of makes me want to look more at some of the Sunny Studio stuff that I've been missing, because it's just so, them and Altenew have very easily stampable layering stamps. So Altenew has the really pretty floral stamps that layer, and they layer so easily. I do recommend getting a Misty if you don't have one. It's a great investment, and you will waste so much less paper if you have one. It makes it really easy to line everything up perfectly, and you can't go wrong with it. It always just changed my stamping once I got a Misty, so I really like that. So that was the basket stamp. And then I wanted to get the new Tim Holtz, the Distress Ink color in Kitsch Flamingo. And I really like this pink. And I ended up getting the Oxide and the Distress Ink because I would use this color a lot. And so if I use a Distress Ink color a lot, I usually go for the Oxides, but I do like the Distress Ink for ink blending when I want it to just dry quickly and also be able to blend colors together more easily. I feel like this is more of a permanent ink, or this is a dye ink, so that you can blend colors better, where this goes on more solidly, the Oxides, so it's not as easy to blend, at least in my opinion, for me. So I just got both, and then I can do what I need to do with the other colors I have in my collection. But it's a really pretty pink. It's I did a couple samples. This is the Distress. I mean, it's the same color, but the Distress is a dye ink, and then the Oxide is more of a pigment type ink. So just a really pretty pink, and I will definitely be using that for a lot of projects. I like to ink blend. So, and then the one other thing I picked up was this Avery Elle Everyday Circle Tags. And I love Avery Elle's sentiment stamps. They have the prettiest fonts with them. And I think this would be perfect for tags. You could do a circle tag and just add this to the back of a card. There's a lot you could do with this sentiment stamp. So I'm really glad I got that. And I think that was everything. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll put some links below to some of the things. And thanks so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in my next video.